Hi everybody, I'm Joe Hirsch and it's great to be learning with you today as we begin to take a look at B'dikat Chametz as part of our study of Masechet Pesachim. Over the course of our learning today, we'll do two things. First, we'll take a look at some of the sources in the Torah which provide the basis for the B'dika, and next, we'll identify two reasons why we must search for Chametz and remove it from our possession before the holiday begins. When it comes to preparing for Pesach, the Torah is quite clear about what we need to do. Back in Sefer Shemot, the Torah tells us, Shivat Yamim Matzot Tochelu, for 7 days a person should eat matzah, and then follows with the following provision. Ach Bayom Harishon, but by the time the holiday rolls around on the first day, the 15th of Nisan, Tashbitu Seor Mibatechem, a person must remove all traces of leavening agents from his or her possession. Further, in a separate source, the Torah tells us that not only must we remove Chametz, Tashbitu, but we can't see it either. The Torah tells us in another source, Matzot Yachel Eit Shivat Hayamim, for 7 days a person should eat matzah, again reminding us of the mitzvah to eat matzah on Pesach, but then follows with this prohibition, V'lo Yera'elecha Chametz, a person should not see any Chametz, V'lo Yera'elecha Se'or, nor should a person see any Se'or, any leavening products, B'chol Gvulacha, in one's home. That doesn't mean you can't see it, period. If that were the case, then how could a person ever go to a store? He or she would see shelves lined with chametz and presumably would violate the law each and every time they stepped outside their home and saw it. That's not what the Torah means. When the Torah talks about the provision of lo yera'eh, do not see any chametz during the course of Pesach, we're referring to chametz that is owned by a person in his or her home. What that actually means, what does ownership cover, is something that we'll discuss in a future lesson. The Torah also provides an additional prohibition here. Not only should a person not see any chametz, but the Torah tells us that a person should not find any chametz in his possession over the course of Pesach. This is what the Torah means when it says, Shivat Yamim Se'or Lo Yimatzei B'Batechem, that for 7 days a person should not find any chametz in his or her possession. So what we have here are two prohibitions. Lo Yera'eh, do not see it. V'lo Yimatzei, and do not find it. Based on these two prohibitions of lo yera'eh and lo yimatzeh, we have two goals here when we perform the b'dika. Number one is to remove chametz from our possession so that we are completely chametz free by the time the holiday rolls around. And second, to prevent the possibility that a person might eat chametz over the course of Pesach. If chametz is left lying around the home, there's the chance that a person might eat it and violate the law of eating chametz on Pesach. So we have two provisions here, two provisions that guide our searching of homes and other places that we may own before Pesach begins. The first is to prevent eating it. The second is to prevent owning it. And for those two reasons, we must search our homes each and every Pesach before the holiday begins.